Let's fight, folks. A very good evening to all of you. Let's fight. It's pace and power. Great to see so many of you on the live tonight. How y'all folks in doing? How y'all in doing? Great to have all of you here. A lot of you have already queued up. Kevin Stillite, good to see you. Debbie Hohenkirk, Siobhan McDonald, good to have you on the live tonight. Stephen Fortune and Wendell. Janet is here too. Janet Smith. Asha. Good to see Asha too. Good to see all of you from the very many places you all are joining us from. This evening, folks, do us the big favor of sharing that live and smashing that emoji button. We trust that you guys are good. We trust that you guys are well from the many places you guys are joining us from. Good to have all of you on this evening. It's pace and it's power. If you're good and if you're well, folks, give us a share. If all is well at your end, Wendell W., Stephen Fortune, my Lord, June Griffith, Devon, Joylyn, Pretty Milicia, good to have you here. Wayne Cosney, Wayne Cosney, Wayne Cosnew, y'all got all these rich people names. Debbie Gibbs, Leslyn Charles, good to have each and every one of you on the live tonight. All you folks who join us night after night. How are folks from Kokwani doing? I know they're trying with us. How are the delegates of the Alliance for Change National Conference doing? Yep. We got some tough choices ahead of us. Tough choice. Lots happening, folks, in the political landscape of this country. The Alliance for Change, the People's National Congress reform, a lot of things are going on. Yep. It's a lot of things. How are you folks in doing? Share that live for us, good folks. Smash that emoji button. We're going to start in a quick minute. As soon as we get where we need to go, folks. Yep, share that live for. We're looking good. We're looking good. You think I want two people out here watching us? Some folks like to watch a program, you know. Yeah. Covertly. Folks, rock and coming. Don't peep. Cheryl, Beryl, good to have both of you. Joylyn, good to see you there as well, Joylyn. Good to have all the folks who are joining us from the diaspora, especially. Region 11, Renella Garnett, good to have you here too. Renella, you and the entire household. Good to have you all on the live tonight, folks. It's pace and power. Y'all know how we do it around these parts. I make myself a little comfortable. Y'all know how we do it around these parts. Good folks, we got the fight card. It is set. Fight card set, good folks. How are y'all doing, man? 400 of you and counting. Yeah. I gotta be on the air, giving you all the valid, incredible information. I gotta be on the ground as well, looking after my party, the Alliance for Change. Yeah, and then looking in to see what's happening next door, the People's National Congress, reform folks. And I really want to say good night to all of you who join us night after. My folks from Linden, my folks from Kokwani, you know what we got to do. Folks from Region 6 and Region 9. Yeah. Rock and coming. Sheena and Diane and Gail, Ingrid and Kim. Good to have all of you folks on the live tonight. How you? I'm giving you all a quick second to share the live. I'm giving you all a quick minute, good folks, to share that live, to smash the emoji button, folks. You know, there's a lot of people here now saying share the live. Even people who are guests want people to share the live. You got to do what you got to do. We don't have to waste time. We are here to look nice, look handsome, and so on. It's valid, credible information, folks, and I'm so happy that so many of you are here with us this evening. Our good folks, we're delighted that so many of you are joining us from the many places you're joining us from. We're just so privileged. We're just so honored. We can check what we get. I'm getting ready to start. Who and there? Please and thank you. But good to have all of you here with us this evening, good folks. I trust that you guys are good. I trust that you guys are well. It's right here with there. We ain't gone far. We have not gone far. You all know our program. You all know where we're going next. Boom! I remember the first time I was arrested, folks. One of the policemen who booking me, and he says, "What's your program? And what I like with you, we know where you're going. We know where you're going." Yeah. The opener, folks. The folks down there at Fort Wellington Hospital have been complaining. I should say the folks nearby Fort Wellington Hospital have been complaining. Why? The burning stuff at Fort Wellington Hospital, the people are saying day and night. Take a look and take a listen.
This is Diana, Fort Wellington Hospital. Burning the garbage right inside. Neighboring business had to close their doors and windows because the smoke emanating from there, the stench. Solid waste is being burned here. All kinds of things emanating. The smell is terrible, making people sick. Some staff members are vomiting because of the same worries. Reports to the authorities fall on deaf ears. This is how it is at Fort Wellington Hospital, West Coast Wardens, an oil producing nation. This smoke is going for 24 hours. Night and day it burns, affecting residents, affecting the community, affecting neighboring business. Look. This was happening. Nobody seemed to pay heed to this. Nobody can't report this to nobody. This is how it is. No. Entire building was engulfed in smoke. The neighboring building had to close the business because of this hospital smoke. This is going to continue. See what's happening. Cannot report, beg, or talk to anybody as or see the porters at the hospital like this thing when you talk and laughing. About this, I hope that the relevant authorities see this, look into this environmental protection agency, agencies and take some kind of action. This thing has been going on for years. Years. Report.
Yep. Fort Wellington, the folks are telling us. Fort Wellington, that's open now. Come on, Fort Wellington. Let's pick up our socks. I thought we got some kind of rules and regulations, burning a refuse, burning a garbage. Day and night. You heard the man say, come, what are you doing at Fort Wellington there, man? Come on, folks. You see the smoke filtering over to the neighboring premises? We got to be concerned about our neighbors. Who is our neighbors? Who asked that? It was a lawyer. Is it Lord Stevenson? Denison? Can't remember. So long I put down the books. Who is my neighbor? He who is closest affected by my actions. You see all that smoke going over there? Let me give you all some icing on the cake. Good folks. Christine Alson Cortez. Alson said it's very unhealthy. It's true. Isabella and Linden and Ayabo, Natasha, Wendy, Tommy Gibbs. Morning, Toby. Morning, you still in Belladrum? Or you going home? Good to see you, Morna. Everett Small joining us from Plainfield, New Jersey. Good to have you. You know, so many folks tell us they join us on the tube. We 18,300 and growing strong on the tube. Thanks to you. You know, 122,000 followers on Facebook. My God. Thousands on Instagram and 34,000 people follow us on TikTok. We got to pick up back with our TikTok. But I give it a icing on the cake. You ever wake up and then you know what happened? You wake up, good. You do your devotion. You nine down your one good foot. You ninth your hand, your little shilling oil. My mother believed in shilling oil. I think equally like she believed in Jesus. And everything is shilling. Talking about the whole woman business now. Everything is shilling oil. Yeah. She and the is it a Chinese made product? Is it made in China? She didn't get a contract. By now she own half the factory. Shilling everything. You told her to shilling oil. You got man problem shilling oil. You ever wake up and good. You're nine down. And then it's something. something to cross the day. to give you a setback. This is icing on the cake.
Tilapia?
Yeah. You ever wake up? You're there good. And then it's something to cross you. Terrence, David Papin, Dan Abrams, Jilly G from Little Dubai, Terrence Lewis, Lyndon Gill, Eva Mattis, the folks from Kokwani, Marvin Garvey. You ever wake up? You're there good. Next thing you know, somebody splash up water and you clear Capel, Dan Graves, and the folks share the live, please. Jilly G, I'll have you know I'll be on with Burke at 10 o'clock tonight. I don't know, you asked me to come on. You see, you got some questions for me. Folks, pay some power. If Burke calls, I got to show up. That's my boy. There's only a couple of you out there fighting, you know. Burke has asked me to be on this program tonight. 10 o'clock. Burke and no Marvin and big people sleeping around 10. Edward Brooms, people sleeping. Jilly G, Jacqueline Johnson, Patricia Kisoon, Valmay Wilson, Marcia Garno, the other, Sabrina and Lyndon and Eva Mattis, Paul Bourne. Good to see you, Paul, Deborah Sharona Lynch, and all the other folks. Marvin Garrowin, Savage Stitch, Rosanna Marchand. Good to have all you folks. You ever wake up good. And then you even know what happened. What hit you? You know, sometimes you're a bit strong like that.
Tilapia? Tilapia?
Yep, that's what the folks is saying. You wake up good. Dolly, Roxanne, Everett Leonard, and all the other folks. You wake up good. You know, you don't know it's what happened. It's just something, folks. It's just something, you know. And here is, as we ease into the program now, here is Paul Slow telling us, I think, being reported by the one and only big man himself, telling us that the Matsing with Irfan Ali and this vehicle that was borrowed from the Mohammed during the 2020 general elections campaign. Adam Harris, I believe, has this report. Slow says that Ali has been less than honest. If Mr. Slow says it, I tend to believe. Take a look. Good folks, and take a listen.
Retired Assistant Police Commissioner Paul Slow has accused President Ali of being less than fruitful. At issue was the use of a vehicle loaned by the Mohammeds. At a press conference on Thursday, President Irfan Ali was questioned about his association with the Mohammeds. He admitted to using a vehicle loaned to him by the Mohammeds. Slow quoted him from the press conference.
Addressing concerns raised about his use of the SUV owned by the Mohammeds, which he utilized during the 2020 election campaign, he disclosed that he was advised by his security team that he needed a safe vehicle because of heightened exposure to threats he had received. The presidential candidate, the president is saying that when he was a presidential candidate, he received threats. What if he made any report to any police station? I think Leslie James was the commissioner then.
Slow said that Ali never reported any threat to the police then.
All these things are lies. All are lies. And I am not going to be diplomatic and saying that, oh, he's less than candid and he's not telling the truth. No, he's a countryman. He's telling lies.
He quoted Ali as contending that the vehicle was used during his election campaign. He said that he was advised by his security apparatus.
I didn't hide it. I didn't drive in a tunnel. It was open and transparent. I didn't use it after I got into office. Here we said, I didn't use it while I got into office. Let me show you this. This is the picture I was trying to bring up. This is the picture. This is a picture of the vehicle that was supposed to have been owned by the Mohammeds that was being used by the president. He said during the campaign. But as you can see, folks, there is let me point it out to you. This is a presidential crest. This is a presidential crest, the Kasi crown. on the presidential vehicle. And you can only, during the campaign, you could not have had the presidential crest.
Disclosed that this is evidence that when President Ali became president, he was still using the vehicle.
The presidential crest, this crest is the president, and the prime minister is the coat of arms. So on the president's vehicle is the presidential crest in the front, where we just said the license plate, the younger license plate, is the presidential crest, and the vehicle used by the prime minister as the coat of arms in the same position.
Yeah. So that was the extra, folks. That was the extra. Paul Slow, Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Senior Policeman when retired. He say lie. He say lie. I didn't less than 2 times say that. Lie. Folks, if one place little movie, we have a problem tonight.
But if a lie
Yeah. We never have problems. Lie.
It was a big lying competition to see who they will crown as lying champion. Liars from all parts of the West Indies. Big shot liars from all them foreign countries.
Thank you so much, folks. Some of y'all like the bacchanal, you know. Maxine Monroe, Paul and Edward, Roxanne and Brenda, good to have all of you on the live. All my folks like Tommy Gibbs, Pretty Milicia, Lie. That's what he did. Let me give you guys some of the national news and then we turn our attention back to the 592, because once y'all know Tommy Gibbs, Tommy Gibbs said, pull up. It's the best I can even say that. Fennel Ennis, Edward Rooms, Leon Logan, all the families watching. Hold on. Bring it back. I want to let y'all know something. We now going on 4 years. Got about 3,000 people, the least, join us every single night. You know, that's fascinating to me when we started bringing you guys valid, credible information. I didn't see that every single night. Sometimes we go up to 4,000, 5,000, but consistently 3,000 of you show up. Y'all like session, you know. Y'all like story. Even though y'all know once we come in the 592 is trouble. I tell y'all, sometimes you say, good. And something coming your way, boy. Something coming your way. Look, story here now. Here we good. And then boom. A beach umbrella impale you. You know what it means to be impaled? Impaled? Huh? You understand the sport of jousting? Huh? Joust, the beach umbrella went through the person's body. That is what it means to be impaled. And this woman in Florida had such a fate. Sunbathing at a Florida beach. The incident occurred when a rental umbrella, see how this thing could be dangerous? Sometimes you say, you trying to get away from people, you don't want to see nobody, you just be alone. I go and book a weekend at this fancy beach place here. You don't know what you don't know. They said the umbrella became dislodged from the sand and became lodged in the woman's leg. You only got a little high wind, you know. You only got a little high wind. Impaled her in the leg. It's a warning, be careful. Be careful. Some of y'all high wind blowing, y'all are moving. Once the drinks flowing. She was impaled by the umbrella. And this happened in a beach in Florida called the Cocoa Beach. And you got a beach like that, you know it's nice time. You know people going on a beach like that for nice time. All thoughts and prayers with her. Our thoughts and prayers with her. Look what else we following. Even in this world, you know, North Las Vegas, a man shot 5 people, critically wounded in a teenager. They got evil in this world. We're still trying to see what the motive on this is. When the folks showed me this story, I said, why do it? You know, if it was a Caucasian person, I said, oh, he had a rough childhood and so. You know, he was withdrawn and so on. 5 people killed. Not Las Vegas. Just last night. Good folks, Monday night. 2 women wounded. Later pronounced dead. A 13-year-old girl wounded. Listed in critical condition. Right? The folks still trying to figure out a motive. A motive. I don't know. People just don't like the freedom. People just, I like my freedom. Some things, I see some people sometimes, some things go through my head. I say, Father, save me over again. Right? I remember it was in 94, 96. When they ducked me under the water, I was a little concerned because the pastor hold me down a little long. I was thinking, I said, I pass anytime now. It's plenty. I had plenty since, you see. It's got to hold on a little longer. I did along the 3 minutes, 3.5. I said, all right, anytime now. You got evil in this world, folks. He don't even know. Perhaps why he did this. And I told you guys, Congress, I feel that the devil speaks something in the ears. Why would a man kill a beautiful woman like Anuradha Cantun? Why would he do that? You see? It's nothing but madness. Nothing but madness. You hear me? Nothing but madness. But our thoughts and our prayers with these families. Our thoughts and our prayers with them. See, our thoughts and prayers with them. Please and thank you. You all know how many times we say that on our program, eh? Thoughts and prayers with people. 5 dead, 1 critically wounded, a teenager. Now, folks, this is what's happening, so what's going down in the region. And here we talk about, if you're new to our program, Latin America and the Caribbean region and such and so forth. Look what they're doing in St. Kitts. Instead of cash grants, St. Kitts government today, Tuesday, announced a tax relief measure. You see? Here is that, it's not just a one-off. Keep some money in the pockets of the people. Temporary tax relief on school supplies from July 1 to September 30th. Temporary tax relief measure. You see? But them boys got to come and you put on them all. They're spending more money coming to you in this country here in Guyana than you can get. And they bring all the staff and security and personnel, such and so forth. Big money got to spend. One trip, whole ministerial contingent, gas and these gas guzzlers and so on, $10-15 million. That's a little small project you could do for some community. But you got countries like St. Kitts and Nevis leading the way. Leading the way, and we're grateful for that. Ring the bell one time for the beautiful people of St. Kitts and Nevis. I was there about 2 years ago in St. Kitts. I stayed at a place called Taba, I think it is. Is that what they call it? Tabernacle is the name of the place. They call it Taba for short. Folks, when you in Taba, you know there's a God. Reminded me of being on the beach there in Tobago. Even with that oil spill, you see the signature of God on the landscape. Right? And in Taba there, just you, the mountains behind you, the vast blue ocean in front of you. And I said, God, I recommit my life to you now. If I didn't know you was real before I see your handiwork here on nature, take my life and let it be consecrated unto thee. Oh, y'all miss Bible study, now you're running to me. Temporary tax relief measure. Base and power. I love Jesus. What I do? And he has my life. My life is not my own. It belongs to him. Temporary tax relief. Some of y'all, the Lord sets y'all up, you know. All you running from church here and up with me now. But look, story here now. 2 years ago, I had an experience with American Airlines. It was the most horrific. It was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. My son was turning 13. I was trying to catch his birthday. Y'all know the story. My auntie said, big people, I thought they could left the same, they made the same. This is a share they coming with. Who? I said, American, the price nice. Mistake. My aunt said to me, she said, I'm advising you, book 2 days in advance. I booked 2 days in advance, following the big lady advice. I mean, 3 days later. 3 days after the birthday. I said to myself since then, never again. Folks, I can't tell you who to travel with. I tell you my own experience. You understand me? I tell you my own experience. Right? I was a Caribbean Airlines boy. Yeah. I tried to save a little money. Put myself in. I said to myself, I swear an oath. It's like the day I married a girl from Yeovil. She said she's from 28, but I meet you in Yeovil. I make the vow there. Never again. Look, sorry here now. Caribbean Airlines got a beautiful award. Well deserved, I see. Who you always travel with? I want to hear some of your airline tales. I want to hear it. I want to hear some of your airline tales. They got best airline staff service in Central America. Yep. Best airline staff service. Correct is right? I'm asking. Correct is right, Tommy, Abida, Rose, and Rosanna said JetBlue. I went for JetBlue one time. Dan Graves Andy, I want to hear some of your airline tales. 3 days later after the board, I still in Guyana, waiting on a flight. People didn't even call me. You see? Sanctions American Airline. That was my experience. Maybe you had a better one. Nigel, I ain't trying to ting y'all. Caribbean Airline didn't pay me nothing yet. You see? British Airways. Nigel, Price says. British Airways. Yeah. All the way. I went with British Airways from somewhere to St. Kitts. That was a connecting flight from Antigua to St. Kitts. I said, this thing is sweet to me here now. British Airways. That was a connecting flight from Antigua to St. Kitts. I said, nice time here. Yeah. Congrats, Caribbean Airlines. Congrats. Well deserved, in my humble opinion. Well deserved. Best airline staff service. Yeah. You all know once we come in the 592, what obtains. Once we come in. Where we going? Where we there? Where are we? Where is we going? You know, I started with talking with Paul Slow and what he's been saying about some of these matters we're dealing with. Good folks. And listen. All right. Let me see it. I'll give it to you guys later on. But first up, folks, pace and power. Where we got a little good news, I like give people the kudos, you know. Pace and power. I think this is my alma mater. This was my alma mater. University of Guyana. Right up. Is it Mayoka Tower University? The University of Guyana is signing a beautiful agreement with some hinterland groups. I want to thank the Vice Chancellor of the University of Guyana for this wonderful initiative that is going to empower generations of our indigenous brothers and sisters. They're signing an agreement for this Mayoka Tower University. I hope I'm calling it right. Mayoka Tower University of the Forest campus, launched at Ishalton Village, and they're telling us, hey, listen to this now, 7 of 9 villages to show. 7 of 9 villages to show. Officials from 21 villages of the South Rupununi district, regions and officials from the University of Guyana, right? It's all this campus. I think this is out of Demara Waves, if I remember correctly, today, signed a historic document to create the University of Guyana's Mayoka Tower University of the Forest campus. The campus will serve 21 communities of the South Rupununi, closer to the Brazilian border than Georgetown, and other indigenous community in that proximity there. Now, that is a fantastic initiative. Any initiative, folks, where people are going to be educated, people are going to be empowered in a real way, by an accredited institution like the University of Guyana, I dare with y'all. I dare with y'all. Dr. Paloma Muhammad and team, congratulations on your fantastic work. On your fantastic. Truth be told, University of Ghana pay me for this little promo here. But where we empowering our people, my God, I dare with y'all. When I read for on the graduate level at the University of Ghana for in communication studies, should be told, Dr. Paloma Muhammad, now Vice Chancellor, was one of my lecturers, and at that time she was the director of communication studies. Some of y'all think I just fall out of nowhere, you know. Right? Uneducated and just step out the place. And I graduated too. Graduate as well. She was my director at the communication center there. I saw her just the other day at one of the openings of, I think, what was happening? Open campus there or something like that. You know, she watched me in the audience and she said, look this one Charity here. You know, famous or infamous, I don't know what we going to deal with. How we going to deal with he? Famous or infamous? You know, I look at this lady standing on this stage. You know, red Akari. Beautiful woman. And I remember the day I locked the campus gate. I see you keep on talking. In my mind, you see, I can tell you how when the program starts, some things just go through my mind sometimes. I remember that one time we locked down the campus, locked the Vice Chancellor, then Dr. Carrington in his office, locked the campus gate for better services. Y'all think it's the day I start? Some of y'all think I just drop here, you know. Y'all think it's the day I start? Lock down the campus. I remember the day I see Dr. Muhammad on the stage. I said, you keep talking about me here now. She said, infamous or famous, we don't know which category to put you in. But congrats to you, G, my alma mater. Oh, yes. I did industrial relations and management there. I did communication studies there. I did my law. I studied law there as well. I loved the University of Ghana through and through. You see, University of Ghana is the one for me. They're the one for me. How many of y'all got the University of Ghana as your alma mater? Shamila Agil, good to see you there. Everett Leonard, Ayavo, and Sheila Boychuk, BHS. That's my alma mater. I'm proud of them. Did it come out there? Did it come out a little bit there? Look, this is important now. This is of critical importance. It is importante. Look what's happening here now. Now, these are health issues for your information. I want to take my little time here. You see? Who on your blue pill, your red pill, what have you? You might fall in this category. This is serious. And this is not a public service announcement for this government, you know, because we saw them issue this advisory today. And the more and more the team went into it, they were telling me, we see this also in BBC News and CNN and some other places. For your information, there is a warning concerning this drug, Ozempic. Anybody on the Ozempic? Y'all know this one? Annette? You on it? Huh? Anybody know about this one? Yeah. A lot of people might be on this one. They said it can be used as a weight loss drug, but it can be used as another medication as well. It's kind of like how is what the blue pill name again? I saw accustomed to calling the blue pill. How it started off as a heart medication and boom, helps you to rise to the occasion all at the same time. Ozempic. But here is the problem here with Ozempic. There's a fake Ozempic on the market. I ain't saying it's the Chinese, so don't quote me there. Fake Ozempic. Oh my God. Folks, Coral, CJ Porter. Never trust Son of Man, King James, Valdine Kendall. Nothing is sacred anymore, you know. Tommy Gibbs said green pill. Tommy Gibbs, rather, said green pill. Clarexis, Nigel, Eva Mattis, Donna, us big people got to stick together. That's why I take my time here and massage this one. They said fake Ozempic on the market. Sorry, didn't make it so that I'm not too clear on the pronunciation. You know, false. Nothing is sacred these days. People faking all. Nothing is sacred. Faking all kind of thing. The other day buy Chinese food. Oh God, it's a Chinese stuff. I buy food prepared by people of Chinese ethnicity. I taste the chicken. I swear to God, this chicken print. I swear to God, they got a printer somewhere at the back. The thing tastes like plastic. The thing tastes like plastic. Bantu Kings, I see the ads on television. Y'all watch this one, eh? Please and thank you. They said Guyana. You know, we don't get left out of nothing. Guyana is among the countries affected by the distribution of this falsified medication. And that's why I'm taking my time here. You see? That's why I'm taking my time. Because we're caught up in the catchment too of countries that are at risk here. So if you know you're on Ozempic, check with your physician, check with your doctor, your pharmacist, or whatever, and see. A lot of fakeries happening. A lot of fakeries. So be careful, folks. Be careful. So check with your healthcare professionals, and the public are encouraged to report any suspected adverse events related to the use of this falsified medication. I want you all to take your time and peel your pine where that is concerned. Folks, I want all of you to be around with us for a very, very long time. Well, you all know every day, folks, it's fires and fires and more fires of the PPP. Of course, they're telling us in Blue Saki Drive. I used to know this at the back. You know, stuff used to be my little something wrong. I used to live inside one. Brought it down at the back. 3 people now homeless. They said this fire in Blue Saki Drive, Ranville, caused extensive damage to this property. 3 homeless. 3 homeless. See, they're still trying to figure out what was the cause of that fire. They got some assumptions saying that the primary structure involved was a wooden and concrete single floor building, they're telling us, owned by one Sheldon Glenn. Sheldon Glenn, that's what they say. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers with that family. You see, there again. Thoughts and prayers with that family. I don't know what to tell you. Make sure you unplug. You know, that's when I leave going through the door, we going through the door as a family. I check, see everything is unplugged. I unplug the matches, unplug the fan, unplug the TV. Right? Sometimes I get vexed, unplug the fridge too. Unplug the fridge as well. So be careful, folks. Be careful as you're heading out. You know, buying a set of products that don't have the correct insulation and so on. Very problematic. NCO State, of course, since them boys come back. Since them boys come back. NCO State. Right? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. I went with the wife over the weekend to watch Bad Boys. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Now you guys gonna see it? Bad Boys coming for some of them. Measuring them right now. NCO State, folks. Possession of narcotics for the purpose of trafficking. Harda Chan, 27 years old, sentenced to 3 years. You know, I don't know about you wonderful, beautiful folks, but we have been capturing here a proliferation in the use of ganja since of recent vintage. Let me put it in that way. And it's not the traditional people, you know. You think it's Rastaman after Rastaman after Rastaman. That's the stereotype. Ja! Y'all left my Rasta brothers alone. My heart is Rasta. Right? But more and more it's beginning to look like Harda. I'm not saying it's Harda alone. Right? More and more, you see Bobbies, you know, involved in this business here. So I don't know if it's farming on the quarantine or what have you, but here, Harda, 27 years old, 3 years. 3 years, Harda gone down. Can't do the time, don't do the crime. Y'all left these things alone. Huh? Spoiling your life. I never like anything that inhibits my own faculties. I don't have control. I'm very adverse to that. That's why I never picked up drinking as a social. Those of you who take a little thing and so on, I can knock a glass at you one at a time. I never like anything that kind of inhibits me. I can't think. I can't. I'm not fully in control. Not fully. Don't, if you can't do the time, hard at and co. Don't do the crime. Please and thank you. Taxi driver, if you're out there trying to catch a little hand, this is hard at Shannon. Is it Trivak Wins? 24 years old. Sentenced to 3 years imprisonment. Winston Chan, gone down 3 years. It's only God knows how they come out now. Harden or reform? Who knows? Think them is the only thugs. Thugs the bout. Look, story here now. Thank you, Guyana Daily News. This one touched me. Right? That is 27. He done live his life. That is 27. Done live this one here. Touch me. 18 years old. And he is 18, 18. And he is charged with burglary committed on a pensioner at Reliance. 18. Folks, if we lose you at 18, what is the future like in this country? This is Irshad Kaushal, a laborer of Reliance, 18 years old. And he is charged with burglary committed on a pensioner of Reliance Essequibo. You see what I'm telling you here? You see what I'm telling you here? And we got some stereotypes in this country we got to deal with. We got some stereotypes we got to you going down Regent Street or something like that. You see two boys coming looking different to Kaushal here. You clutch your bag. You clutch your bag tight. When Kaushal coming out, you're smiling and so on. You let your guard up. But you will know what you will know. You don't know what you don't know. Misdirection. Right? And people use your stereotypes against you. I certain this pension of Reliance on the Skibbo, of all the people he expected, he didn't expect Irshad Kaushal. But I hope this young man gets the help he needs and reforms himself. And Shannon wins too. I was just being facetious when I said 27. Chan don't live his life. We got to fight for our young people. Fight. And not because things are tough, thanks to the people, because they're living sky high. You got to go and do all these unsavory things. Don't do it. And harming people in the process. Traumatized for life. Since you see a little fine scrawly bike coming, you pull your shell. Trauma! That's what you got to deal with. Trauma. I hope they get the help they need and they come out a little better than they went in. Respect and manners, folks. Respect and manners. I'm watching us come down to the hour. Respect and manners. The Carter Center reps are in GT. Elections are on the horizon. I saw them meeting with the Prime Minister. I saw them meeting with the leader of the opposition, leader of the PNCR and his team. And they said to have a series of meetings and raising a number of questions trying to understand our electoral system. Ahead of the 25 regional and general elections. Of course, Mark Phillips going to tell them how they committed to democracy. You see, I still can't get the proper answer. All them things missing from the ballot boxes along these schools. I still can't get the proper answer. You see, he went on to say, this is Phillips, Robert Stamp Phillips house. He said the government is open to international electoral observer missions on the scoring Guyana's dedication to transparent and fair electoral practices. That's what he said. Yeah. Take with a pinch of salt. And of course, as I said, they're meeting other stakeholders. They met with the leader of the opposition and his team, as you can see there. Members of the private sector and also of the Guyana Elections Commission. But I hope they stayed a little long. I honest to God hope that has stayed a little long. You see? Little long. Respect and manners to the Carter Center. You know, people say whenever they come, Jimmy and sir, government gonna change. It's just a thing we got in this country, though. You know what I'm we ain't got no data. We ain't got no data. You see? Back it up. You say once the card send the come government gonna change. Amen. Amen to that. I done fed up with these boys here. And I'm sure it's the same for you. We just hit 3,000 people watching us. 3,000 every single night. I'm privileged by that. And I ask God never to get accustomed to it. You understand what I mean? Never to get complacent and say, well, they can show up. Come anyhow. Come cast. Remember I tell you all, sometimes you just get up and you know. You get up one way and then life turn another way. I watch a lot of TD Jakes. He's one of the people I listen to for motivation, for spiritual guidance as well. I listen to a lot of TD Jakes. And TD Jakes said, you get one phone call that change your life. One phone call. 2 of my 3 sons live overseas. And every day I pray to God, it's not a day. You get a phone. One phone call, send your life in different direction. Remember recently when I got the phone call, wake up and saw my aunt had passed. You know? And you're just in a different, you're in a numb place. Jesus, you expect it, but you didn't expect it. You ever get a phone call, a message, right? You come home or you left your house, your whole life changed. Wilma, Coral, right? Donna, Rosetta, Glenford, Trevon, Orwin. You get a little message, you get something that spin you around. And you don't know. I have had my fair share of setbacks, defeats, political and otherwise. I could shoulder the like nothing. Been there and done that. See my family? That's one reason why I send my big boys overseas. One less thing for me to worry about. Because I tell you, something is good to be mine, you know. Some things is good to, it's only the Father holding me back, you know. When you think about what these people are doing to Guyanese brothers and sisters, sometimes you get a phone call. And that happened for one family living in the interior. 10 minutes from Latem. Woman come home and found her son hanging. He's a grade 6 student. I don't want to know what that is like. And I pray God, it never becomes my lot in life. I couldn't easily live the down. And people who got the strength to do that, you know, they say God don't give you more than you could take. You come and you see your child hanging. And I could feel what they feel because I got kids around that age group. See, I can empathize with them. And the horrors that must be. They said, Trevon Birchman died on Thursday in Region 9. Current information, he lived, as I said, a little bit away from Latem with his parents and other siblings. The day in question, the mother had returned home from work and found this young man, Trevon Birchman, hanging, grade 6. You know, I wonder what could have been happening in his young life. But Trevon felt this is the only way out. He watched his mother go to work and somewhere If there's no foul play involved, that is. He got that on his mind. You know, our thoughts and prayers with his family. If you could spare a prayer for anybody tonight, remember the Birchmans, right? Remember the Birchman, Lucille Kendall says, Kendall, sorry, says, Lucille Kendall says, unbearable grief. That is the thing self. Roy Ali said a PPP curse. Unbearable grief. Coral says, poor child. Wilma Grant says, so young. Oren Benjamin said, John, no. Savage Stitch says, stress techie over. Angela Jordan says, sad. I feel it. I feel it in my soul and in my sinews. I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel it. The closer, folks, we circle back to Paul Slow. We circle back to Paul Slow. He says if they keep paying me, this government is going problems, you know. If they keep doing business if they keep doing business with the Mohammeds, they can go in problems, you know. More sanctions. Paul Slow for the closer.
Former head of the Police Service Commission, Paul Slow, said that the sanctions announced by the United States are crippling.
When a sanction is imposed, when you're a designated person by the U.S. Department of Secretary, you don't get no innocence until proven guilty here. Perhaps it's a contradiction. But it's you are guilty, and that is why these sanctions have been imposed.
The issue of sanctions being against the rule of law is of no concern, Slow said. All businesses in which the Mohammeds are involved will no longer be viable, Slow quoted from a blog.
By dint of the Mohammeds being awarded various government of Guyana contracts, the implications and gravity of the situation are far worse than initially seemed.
Persons and entities can no longer conduct any type of business with the Mohammeds, he said.
With respect to banking transactions, the licenses are affected. Under the law, any payment or transfer involving funds or credit related to a black person must be restricted by the U.S. financial institutions.
The sanctions further restrict anyone from receiving contributions from the Mohammeds. Because May Thomas has also been sanctioned, her salary from the government could be under threat. No organization can make payment to her, according to the sanctions. Fines can be imposed.
Willful violation can result in fines up to $1 million or imprisonment for not more than 20 years.
All right, folks, that's our time this evening. And that's our program. Yep. That being said, that's our time, as one of my lecturers at the University of Ghana used to say. And that's my program. Thank you, Paul Slow, for that closer. That I got a cold pot here. You got to find it, and then the graphic comes up. That being said, folks, that's our time this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. All of you from the many places you joined us from. And that's the last level. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Donna Miller, see you there, and Rosetta and Enid. Claudine LaRose Duqua out of Kokwani. We love you, Claudine. We love back to you. Claudine and the entire home circle, Michelle and all the other, the Simeons and the Duquas and the everybody, the Gorings. Good evening, Kokwani. Good evening, Linden. Every other region in this country. Region 11 as well, those of you in the diaspora. Thank you. Junior Hall, I see you there. Penelope Hudson, see you as well. Michelle Justice, John Simet, Chin Sing, Heaven Faith. Good to have you on the live this evening. Claudine, tell your mommy, good night for me. Please and thanks. Coral Providence, Irwin, Alson Cortez, Edith Miggins, good to see you. Chris K, good to have you as well. Yvette Madu and Sandra Hanover. Auntie Sandra, good to see you on the live tonight. Beatrice Selby, good to see you too. Irwin Don, Jamal Aziz, and Ann and Kim and Enid and all the other folks. That's our time, and that's our program. Thanks for joining us, folks.